Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 4 of What If Naruto and Sasuke Were Taken by Itachi. Remember to get this one to 200 like as usual, share this to all of your friends in your social media platform, and also if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice and you enjoy the videos of both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new, I'll be replying talking back to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, what do you say we begin this new episode? Start at the intro. So, the last time we left off, the team got their papers to sign as they made their way towards the academy. As all of them arrived there, as Sasuke faced off against Lee, as Lee wanted to test his strength. But the battle was stopped by Guy and his turtle, as the written part of the exam, as everyone found out that they should cheat, as they started to cheat and look around, getting the answers. As Ibiki forced most of them to file out, after giving them the option whether to leave the exam right now and take it another time, or never take it again if you fail. So with that, they move on towards the second round of student exams, as Sasuke and his team made their way through the forest. Everything was going good until they came upon grass ninjas, as they faced off against them. It was then that Sasuke realized that this particular grass ninja was something else, when he used Snake Summon. Sasuke couldn't believe it, it was the missing ninja, Orochimaru. 2 months ago, as Orochimaru encountered Itachi, who was walking along the valley in a transformation, as he faced off against Itachi, wanting Itachi's eyes. But he soon come to realize that he was no match for him, as Itachi placed him in Tsukuyomi, as Orochimaru escaped by the skin of his teeth. And now he's after Sasuke, as he's a better match for Sasuke, knocking Sasuke around even though he's holding back, as Sasuke fight off against him though. As Kiba and Sakura went to deal with the giant snake, Orochimaru bit into Sasuke's neck, and Kiba passed out because of the poison. As Sakura brought the two of them along and took care of them, until she was attacked by the Sound Ninjas. As Sasuke eventually woke up, and decimated all of them for hurting her. Meanwhile, as Naruto and his group were making their way through the forest, as he saw Gaara and his group, as Naruto stepped forward, they already have their scroll, so they wouldn't mind if they go with them. As Gaara looked at him, but he simply shrugged it off as he didn't mind, but if he got in his way he would kill him. That is what he told him. So with that they made their way to the tower, as things went well from there, as Gaara's stand was used to kill a lot of giant beasts in the forest so they wouldn't be attacked. Anko came in the forest after, knowing that Orochimaru was here, as Orochimaru was quickly able to subdue her with a curse mark, as he told her a bit about his plan, and if she stopped the exam he would kill as much genin as possible. And with that he melted away, vanished. As they came to the third part of the exams, the preliminaries, as Sasuke was the first one to be called, as Naruto told him not to lose. After all, he wants to kick his ass in the finals. So yeah guys, so it's basically that's what left off. You guys can switch across the place and check it out for yourself. So, what do you say begin this new episode? Alright, the first match of this tournament, Uchiha Sasuke versus Akido Yori. Begin, Hayate said, duck off. Sasuke rushed towards Yori, as Yori struck him right in the chest, knocking him back. What the hell was that, Sasuke thought? It feel like he absorbed some of my chakra. You look a little light-headed, kid. Sure you can continue, asked Yori. I'm just getting started, Sasuke says. He pulled his blade, as he used his speed and got around Yori. Yori jumped away, but he was still sliced in the back. As he quickly spun on his heel and dashed towards Sasuke, he flipped over Sasuke and brought his hand down, dropping on Sasuke's shoulder. As he pushed him down, show's over, Uchiha. Too bad, this was starting to get interesting. Sasuke went through hand sign, as flames ignited on his hand, as he dropped it on Yori's shoulder. As Yori was forced to release him, Sasuke moved off in a blur, as he smashed his heel right on Yori's shoulder, dropping Yori to the ground. Before Yori could move, he felt something pressed against his throat. I advise you to surrender, unless you want your head to part ways, said Sasuke, as his blade was pressing dangerously against Yori's throat. I forfeit, said Yori. Winner of the match, Sasuke Uchiha Hayate said. Sasuke smiled, but he winks in pain. Damn it, he thought to himself as he felt the mark on his neck burn. It must react when I use my chakra. I should show this to Kakashi-sensei, he thought to himself. Not bad, Sasuke, Naruto said when Sasuke came up. Haven't seen you use that one in a while though. Yeah, I need to talk to Kakashi-sensei about something. Hold on a second. As he walked away. Good match, Sasuke, said Kakashi with a eyed smile. Sensei, something happened to me during the second part of the exams, said Sasuke. Oh, said Kakashi. I ran into one of the Sanin or Chimaru. Kakashi's face became incredibly serious. And the bastard bit me right in the neck. I know I have this mark. I seem to have it under control, but it started to burn and I used my chakra. Out in the forest, it activated. According to Sakura, it made me stronger, but I didn't know what was going on. It seemed to alter my personality somehow. I don't remember it happening, but I know it can't be good, Sasuke said. There's one thing I can do for you. I'm sorry to say, but you're gonna have to miss the rest of the matches, Kakashi said. Fine by me, he said. Sakura, keep an eye on the rest of the matches for me. I want to know how they go, especially Naruto's fight. Sure, Sasuke-kun, she said. Don't lose, alright? He said as he and Kakashi walked off. As the next match, Shino versus Zaku. Go get him, Shino, said Naruto. Good luck, Shino-kun, said Hinata. As Shino and Zaku went down to the arena, one of Zaku's arms was in a sling. Are you sure you want to fight? Asked Hayate. One arm is enough, said Zaku. Very well. Match number 2. Zaku versus Mermaid Shino. Begin! Shino stood there, not even moving as he looked over his opponent, worked on the strategy in his mind. Hey, not gonna make the first attack. Fine by me then, I will. Zaku fired off a blast of air towards Shino. As Shino exploded into bugs. Shino appeared behind him and kicked him right in the back. The bugs, forming Shino clone, came back into Shino's form. As there was no two of them. As if both of them held out their hands. Once my bug attach himself to you, they will drain you of your chakra, till you're no longer able to fight. With only one arm, there is no way you can strike me and my clone. I advise you to forfeit now, said Shino. Huh, that would be a really good idea. That is, if my other arm was still broken. As Zaku extended both of his arms. As he released the wind attack once again, but it didn't came out fully. Yes, the pressure started to build up in his arms until, boom, both of his arms exploded in a shower of blood. Zaku dropped to the ground crying out in pain. Winner, a Mermaid Shino, as the medics then came and picked up Zaku and what was left of his arms and brought him and stretcher away. As Shino made his way back up. Huh, that was a bit much, said Naruto. I warned him, said Shino. Indeed, said Naruto, you did. Meanwhile, as Kakashi was behind Sasuke, as he could see the full extent of the mark, he was about to put a seal over it. Will this prevent it from affecting me? That will be up to you. The seal is aided by your will, Kakashi explained. I'll take that as a yes. I have no desire to lose myself that thing against Sasuke. Back in the arena, as Conqueror won his match against Misume, the last member of Kabuto's team. You know, I always wonder what you were carrying on your back, said Naruto. Huh, who could have thought that it was you? Conqueror chuckled and rubbed the back of his head as he was hiding on the strap of his puppet's back. Yes, good match, Conqueror-kun, said Hinata. As he looked at them, well, that jerk had it coming. You know, it's really bad I have to destroy their village. I'm starting to like these guys a lot, Conqueror thought to himself. The sign then lit up for the next match. Ino versus Kiba. As the both of them made their way, Sakura wondered who to cheer for. Kiba was on her team, but Ino was her friend. Screw this, she said, I'm cheering for Ino. Dog boy can take a hike, she thought. Ino, said Kiba. Thanks for helping us back there. But this doesn't mean I'm gonna hold back, he said. I'm not gonna be losing today. Oh, don't worry, I'll give you a good fight, said Ino. Go on, Ino, kick his dog-loving butt, said Sakura. Aw, come on. What about team loyalty, Kiba thought to himself. Begin! As Kiba charged towards Ino, as Ino was able to leap out of the way, as she threw kunais and shurikens towards him. But he blocked them with another kunai of his own, as he allowed Akamaru to jump out of his jacket. As he slammed his hands together, his body started a more feral appearance, as he pulled a smoke bomb and slammed it on the ground. When the smoke cleared, there was 2 Kibas instead of 1. Can you tell which one of us is Kiba? And which one is Akamaru, the other one said. As both of them rushed in to attack Ino, she was able to throw off one the kunai, but the other hit her, as she was back right into the corner. This is no good. I have trapped one of them my technique, but they're moving so fast. If I can just get one. As she leaped away from the spot, as she saw their pattern, the both of them were in a zigzag. As she smirked, she quickly went through hand sign and went in her family signature style. Mind transfer jutsu, she said as second Kiba was about to strike. As her body fell limp, the second Kiba then got to his feet. Which one did I get, she thought to herself as he approached the other Kiba. Huh? What are you doing? The first Kiba asked as the second one started to attack him. Damn, what is this? Fine then, as the first Kiba dispelled the jutsu. No, said Ino. Huh, hoping to get me, huh? Well, wrong, you choose Akamaru. Now, as he picked up Akamaru, rushed towards her body. As he placed a kunai right to her throat. Get out of Akamaru. As she went back into her body. Fine, I forfeit, she said. Kiba Inuzaka, winner, said Hayate. Meanwhile, in the room, Kakashi was going through hand signs for a sealing technique. Get ready, Sasuke. This is going to hurt a little, spoke Kakashi. The patterns on the floor merged in Sasuke's body and turned a seal on his neck. Sasuke cried out in pain as he fell unconscious at the completion of the technique. No, all he needs to do is get some rest, Kakashi thought to himself. Well, look at that. I guess my plans are all ruined, a voice said from the shadows. Orochimaru, what are you doing here, said Kakashi. Oh, I just want to let you know what a waste of time that is. You cannot restrain my seal so easily. Once I take hold of him, he will eventually seek me out. And there's really nothing you can do about it. Kakashi went into a battle stance. Oh, you really think you can beat me? I faced stronger opponents than you before, and as you can see, I'm still here. So what makes you think you have what it takes? I won't let you lay a hand on Sasuke, even if it costs me my life, said Kakashi. Relax, as I said. I'm only here to tell you what a waste of time related technique is. I have no intention to fight you. Goodbye, Kakashi, Orochimaru says. He disappeared. Damn you, Orochimaru. What are you up to, Kakashi thought. In the arena, winner, Temari, as Tenten was on the arena floor as she was taken away by the medics. Well, I know how all three of you fight. I'll be able to take on any of you in the finals, he said, as he smiled towards them. As Temari and Conqueror looked at him, even Gaara gave him a look. Before, he smiled towards him. Too bad we have to fight him, thought Temari to herself. The next match, Kin vs Shikamaru. God damn it. A woman. Why? How troublesome, Shikamaru muttered. Begin! As the match started by Kin throwing several senmons at Shikamaru. The match didn't really take that long, as Shikamaru was able to knock her out, as her head hit the wall. Winner, Shikamaru Nara. As the board went through name again. Naruto Uzumaki versus Rock Lee. As they made their way down there. Didn't expect to face off you two, Bushy Brown, said Naruto. I was hoping for a rematch against Uchiha, said Lee. Well then, I suppose we can have a good fight. Yes, only one of us will have a chance to fight Sasuke in the finals. Hey, Hinata, Naruto said as he threw his blade as he stabbed right into the wall. Take care of my sword. I won't need it here, he said. Okay, Naruto-kun, she said. Match 7, Naruto Uzumaki vs Rock Lee. Begin! Lee dashed forward. Just as I thought, he's trying to overpower me with his speed. As Lee sent a kick towards Naruto, Naruto brought up his arms as the kick connected with it and pushed him back the slightest. He's fast, but not fast enough, as Naruto spin and smashed his foot into Lee's gut. Let's see how many places we can occupy at once. Multi Shadow Clone Jutsu, said Naruto, as 4 more of him appeared. As they started to circle Lee. As they dashed forward, Lee spin and did his best to block them, but find them rather fast, as 2 of them smashed their heel right into his gut. His body was sent sailing as he smashed into the wall. Time to turn up the heat, said Naruto, as he speed through hands and fired several small fireballs. Lee leaped away as the thing connected, destroying the wall even more. The moment he landed, he was assaulted by the 4 Narutos as they went in for a brutal attack. Once again, he was sent smashing into the arena. Lee, remove them, said Guy Sensei, as he flipped on his statue hands. He removed his weights and dropped them. Boom! Everyone's eyes went wide. Lee then disappeared in a blur as he teared through Naruto clones and knocked Naruto into the wall. He's faster, said Naruto, as he ripped himself out of the wall. Sorry, but it's time to end this, said Naruto, as a red cloak started to come around his body. As a single tail started to switch behind him, he lifted up his head as his Sharingan was activated, but this time, instead of the white, there was black around it. As the both of them shot forward, wasting no time, the air bristled with the amount of speed they were dashing with. As they smashed their fists together, as a loud impact boomed off of their fists, they started to exchange blows. As Naruto leaped right over Lee, Lee did a spinning kick and smashed it into the side, but Naruto hooked it with his arm and speedily and smashed him right in the wall. Wasting no time, he grabbed Lee by the face and spun him around and threw him, as Lee smashed into the ceiling and came crashing down. As Naruto smashed his foot in Lee's back, Lee was sent spiraling as he smashed into the wall, coughing up blood as Naruto went to one side. As Kakashi had came back and was witnessing what was going on. Wind style, ear hammer, sent Naruto. As Lee was slammed back violently because of the wind attack, as he coughed up more blood. The next thing he knew, Naruto stomped right on his chest. Give up, Lee. I've won this match. Lee looked up at Naruto before he lost consciousness. As Naruto picked up Lee and jumped off. As his body returned back normal, his eyes returned back normal. His taijutsu is quite impressive, especially his speed. If it wasn't for these eyes, I could have barely tracked his move. As he handed Lee over to Guy. As Naruto went and pulled his sword from the wall. Good match, Naruto-kun, said Hinata, as she hugged him. That was fun, said Naruto. As the next match was decided, a look of dread came over Hinata's face. Will Hyuga Neji and Hyuga Hinata please report to the arena? Neji, she said. Relax, Hinata, said Naruto. Don't worry about who it is. Just go down there and do your best. Remember, it doesn't matter if you win. What matters the most is if you give your all, okay? Thank you, Naruto-kun, she said. As the both of them made their way down there. Didn't think I would be facing you, Hinata-sama, he said. Neji, do the both of us a favor and forfeit. No, I can't back down, she said. I can't run away. I must give it my all. I wish to fight you as an equal Konoha shinobi. I don't care which house you belong to, she said. She used to be so timid and fearful. What happened? Is this because of Uzumaki, he thought. As he remembered the conversation he had before with Naruto and Hinata. As he remembered what Naruto said about Hinata. As she's not deserving of his anger. Very well, Naruto. I will ignore my anger for the main branch for the time being. Match 8, Neji vs Hinata. Begin! The both of them activated Byakugan. As they dashed forward, their hands were a blur. As chakra exploded from the two of them on and off. She's stronger than I thought, Neji thought, as he found himself unable to seal her points. The strikes continued until he found a way around her attacks as he dealt a blow right to her midsection. Not strong enough. Hinata backed away, but the determination was still in her eyes as she stepped forward as she struck once again. As she got to open and strike Neji right on the shoulder. Even Neji was surprised by that. She went in for another strike, only for Neji to lash out as he slammed her right in the chest. She was thrown back as she coughed up blood. This match is over, he thought. As she got back up, he moved forward and her speed had dropped dramatically as he started to seal off her points. As it became rather one-sided as Neji landed hit after hit. It's over, Hinata. I've sealed her points. You can no longer use your ability. Give up. As she tried to strike him once again, but she was utterly slow. As he struck her once again, as she dropped her knees, she looked up towards Naruto. You're right, she said. I'm at my limit. But I did give it my all. I forfeit. Very well, winner. Hyuga Neji. Naruto flipped over the railing as the medics came on the field. She'll be alright. She suffered some injuries, but they're not life-threatening, the medic said. You did well, Hinata, Naruto said as he kissed her right on the forehead as the medics took her away. Hey, say Naruto as Neji stopped. You know I'm gonna get you for this later, right? As Neji said nothing, as he just continued to walk. As he coughed, he felt a tightening sensation in his lungs as he made his way back. So it's him, after all. He's our inspiration. The next match, Gaara versus Sakura. As Naruto made his way up, hey, go easy on her, okay? She's not like those rain ninja from before. She's not trying to kill you. I will kill anyone that gets in my way, Gaara said, as he vanished as Shanshin and appeared in the arena. Don't waste your time. If you get riled up, kiss your friend goodbye, said Kankuro. What are the chances of that happening? Well, depends on how good she is. He usually gets more vicious around a stronger opponent. I see, said Naruto. Worst case scenario, the match come to a stop. Match number 9, Gaara vs Sakura. Begin! As Sakura started to throw several kunais and several shurikens, but all of them were blocked. Not good enough, said Gaara. He sent several sand shurikens towards her, as she was able to jump away from the attacks. Sakura created 3 clones of herself, as they all started to rush around Gaara. As she had the clones attack him, trying to find an opening. But the clones, he didn't bother with them, as he knocked Sakura back with his sand. As Sakura smiled, as she hit the ground. In a couple of seconds, boom, there was a massive explosion where Gar was. Alright, Sakura, Naruto shouted. You're going to cheer for her. Why stand next to us, said Kankuro. What? If he fought someone I didn't know, I might have cheered for him, said Naruto. As the smoke cleared from around Gaara, a shield of sand was around his body. The shield fell and Gaara stepped out, completely unscathed. Damn it, I thought I had him, she said, as she got up and rushed towards him once again, as she created 3 more clones. This is pathetic, said Gaara, as all of the clones threw at a smoke bomb and filled the air with smoke. As Sakura placed explosive tags all around and threw some up with kunais on it, as she leaped over in the smoke. Boom! Another massive explosion went off as Gaara was thrown back by the detonation. As Gaara got back to his feet, so he prepared an armor of sand for her. I didn't think he would do that, said Kankuro. Armor of sand? You mean he covered his body with sand, as well as had a sand shield, said Naruto. Yes, the shield acts whether Gaara used it or not, but the sand armor needs chakra. I see, he must have realized what kind of ninja she is. What do you mean, said Kankuro? Well, according to Sasuke, what she lacks in strength, she makes up for knowledge. She's not an expert strategist, but she can think on her feet when she needs to, said Naruto. As Gaara turned around to face her, as he was really annoyed by her. You're in my way. I'm getting tired of playing around, he said. As he sent his sand after her, she threw several kunais and shurikens, but he simply slapped all of them away. As the sand grabbed her, she was tossed around like a rag doll and smashed into the wall. By the time he was done, she was coughing up blood and scratches all over her. She got to her feet coughing up blood. This isn't good. He won't let me get through. I'll just have to blow it up, she said. As she got back to her feet, rushing towards him. As she threw 2 kunais with explosive tags as they blew up the sand right in front of her. She rushed to the side, she threw one after him. As it stabbed right in the ground and exploded. As Gaara's sand shield blocked it though. She then came behind him and threw another one. But sand exploded out and smashed her right into the wall. Damn it. As she picked herself up. I can't. Give up now. I have to prove myself as a worthy ninja. As she threw her last explosive tag. But Gaara's sand swallowed it and it exploded. But there wasn't much effort. I had enough, said Gaara, as he sent his sand towards her. As it grabbed her, Sakura pulled out a kunai, trying to bluff him like that had explosive tag on it. As she threw it, but Gaara clenched his fist at the sand, squeezed her legs and she cried out in pain. As it started to file off of her, as the kunai had no explosive. That's enough, said Naruto, as he stood there looking at Gaara. Gaara looked down at her, as her legs were broken and she was trying to crawl away. As Hayate was about to stop the match, as Gaara's sand started to rise again, but a massive wind jutsu blew it all away. That's enough, said Naruto. She's done. Gaara looked at Naruto, as Naruto looked back at him. This match was just a waste of time, he said, as he started to walk off. Winner of match 9, Gaara. As the medics came over and looked at Sakura. Sasuke-kun, I feel, she said, the tears running out of her eyes. Sasuke will be proud of you, said Naruto, and I'll make sure to tell him how much effort you put in. She smiled towards Naruto before passing out. How bad is it, Naruto asked, as he looked at the medics. She's in rough shape. Her left arm is broken, and her legs have been shattered, as she has several broken ribs, but her life is not in danger. It will take a lot of time for her to recover though. As the medic ninja took Sakura off, as Naruto made his way up after Sakura was taken off. You know that was uncalled for, right, said Naruto. You already won the match. You didn't have to go so far. Gaara simply walked away. As Naruto's fists clenched, as there was no reason for him to do that, as he calmed himself though. As the next match was Thosu versus Joji. This match was over rather quickly, with Thosu coming out on top. Thosu was angry as he cursed in his mind. Damn you, Orochimaru. As he realized something, Orochimaru sent them to go and kill Sasuke, but he gave Sasuke that mark. Was he just using them as some kind of pawn? I'll prove to you that I'm no pawn, he thought to himself. With all winning Genin report to the arena floor, as they made their way towards the arena. You've all made a good showing today. I'm impressing all of you. You have earned the right to make a good showing in your village for the upcoming exams, said Sarutobi. In the finals, everyone will be here, the daimyos and the kages of your villages, to watch you. Not to mention our clients, you see. This contest is not just for choosing chunins. This is also an opportunity for your village to show off their strength to our clients. Makes sense. So the winner of the tournament will become a chunin after tomorrow. No, it's not that easy. During each match, myself and the other judges will be looking to see if you have the qualities necessary to become a chunin. Even if you lose your match and you prove yourself worthy, you will be promoted, said Sarutobi. So then all of us could become Chunin, said Naruto. Or none of you. How you fight is more important than if you win. Keep this in mind as you prepare. The finals will be held 1 month from now. We want to see what you're best. You may take this time to train or rest, that is up to you. You'll be relieved from missions, of course, Sarutobi said. Now there's one final business we need to take care of, Hayate. Each of you will take a ball, get a specific number, to see who you'll be fighting in the finals. As he held out the large containers, he passed around to the winning Genin. 10, said Thosu. 2, said Nechi. 4, said Gaara. 1, said Naruto. 8, Shikamaru said. 7, Temar said. 9, said Kiba. 5, said Kankuro. 6, said Shino. And that leaves 3. For Sasuke, said Hayate. As the parents for the finals were written down. Great. I have an extra match. And I have to face another woman. How troublesome, thought Shikamaru. Man, I have to have an extra fight and go last, Kiba thought to himself. The more matches, the better, said Thosu. That's all, you're dismissed for next month. Good luck to all of you. After that was over, Naruto went to the hospital. As Kakashi had talked along with him, as he went to go and see Sasuke. Hey, Sasuke. Naruto, is that you? I'm here as well, said Kakashi. Ah, Sensei, what happened? As they explained what happened after Sasuke left. As Naruto also told him about Sakura's match. She fought that hard. As Sasuke struggled to get up, as Naruto supported him. Geez, what happened to you? I thought you were alright. It's all because of the thing on my neck. Kakashi Sensei is taking care of it. But, don't worry, I'll be alright after a little rest. But I need to see Sakura. As they made their way towards Sakura's room. As she was in a cast, her legs and her right arm. Sakura, you pushed yourself hard, didn't you? Sasuke? Could you two wait outside? I'll call for you. When I'm ready to leave, said Sasuke. Sure, said Naruto, as him and Kakashi left. I heard about your match. I tried so hard to win, she said. Calm down, he said. You proved yourself as a capable Konoha shinobi. I only wish I could have seen it myself, he said. As he leaned to kiss her on the forehead, but he ended up falling over. Ow, that was my good arm, she said. As the both of them chuckled. Sorry, I'm still a bit messed up, he said. Tell you what, as soon as all this is over, I'll take you out on that date, I promise. You just make sure to recover before the finals. I want you to be there when I put that guard in his place. Okay, I'll be sure to be there, she said. You better win, though. I don't want to date a loser. As she giggled a bit. No problem there, he said. Kakashi-sensei, Naruto, I need a bit of a help. The both of them came back in to see Sasuke over at Sakura. You know, you can wait a while. I mean, your conditions are bad. Shut up and just pick me up, will you? As Sakura started to laugh a bit. As they start to leave. As she looked towards Naruto. Thank you, she said. As he gave her a small wink. As they made their way out of the room. As she's lie there until she fell asleep. Moments later. Hey Hinata, said Naruto. Naruto-kun, she said. As Naruto was surprised seeing Neji in there as well. What are you doing here, he asked. I came here to see how Hinata was doing. I thought you hated the main branch and their members, said Naruto. As you said before, my anger only lie with one member of the main house. I have no reason to bear my anger at Hinata. I'm curious though. Did you help in your training? A little. Kurenai Sensei led our training for the most part, said Naruto. I see. I believe we have the first match. I'm looking forward towards it, said Neji. Same here, you better be at your best though. I don't want to have to hold back. Said Neji. As he gave Hinata a small bow before leaving. You must have made quite an impression on him with your fight, said Naruto. Yes, he told me that he was surprised by my strength. He told me about the rest of the tournament. I heard you defeat Lee-kun, she said. Yeah, that guy is fast. I'll have to work on my speed over this month, said Naruto. I'll be glad to help you, Naruto-kun. The medics told me I need a week to recover from my injuries. That's not bad considering how your fight went. I didn't realize something called Jayugen could be so vicious. The name is deceiving, it's deadly in its ultimate form. I believe Neji is one of the best. Even some member of the main branch pale in comparison. I see. I'll have to work on my long-range attacks, my Kenjutsu. It's probably out of the question. Yes, I wouldn't try using her Zanbedo against him. Thank you for your advice, said Naruto as he kissed her on the forehead. Hurry up and get well, said Naruto. I hope we all can train together with Kurenai Sensei. She smiled as Naruto left. As thoughts were going through his mind. As he was worried about his best friend, thinking that Gaara would lose control and kill him. Time skip. As those who was wondering. As he was trying to prove himself that he wasn't a pawn, trying to get stronger. Damn it, Zaku was in the hospital. King just disappeared like that. As he looked over, wait, who's that? As he saw someone on the roof, he made his way. It was none other than Gaara. That's how I prove myself. By beating this guy. Well, look who we have here. If it isn't Gaara. The so-called ultimate weapon of the sand, said Thosu. What do you want? Asked Gaara. I want to prove that I'm the strongest, Thosu said. You're not worth my time, Gaara said. As Gaara turned his back. Don't turn your back at me. As Thosu tossed a kunai. But he was stopped by Gaara's sand. Fight me. I want to see what's faster. Your sand or my sound. Do not get in my way, said Gaara as he walked off, ignoring Thosu once again. You will fight me, Thosu said, as he rushed up the roof and dashed forward, but he was grabbed roughly by Gaara's sand that wrapped around his arms and started to squeeze. The rest of the sand came around his body, as Thosu found himself suspended in mid-air. I told you not to get in my way. Stop. I give up. Please don't kill me, said Thosu. Gaara clenched his fist as Thosu's body exploded into a shower of guts and blood everywhere. As Gaara simply walked off, like nothing happened. The next morning, as people were questioned because the mangled body and head of Thosu was found nearby. As Naruto was making his way to go and visit Sasuke, but when he got there, Sasuke was already gone. As he decided to check up Sakura's okay. As he went in the room, as he saw a note, as he carefully read it, try not to wake her up. Sakura, I've taken Sasuke for some special training. Kiba is training with his clan. I will get Sasuke ready for the next month. Please, do your best to recover. Sasuke looking forward to see you cheer him on. Get well soon. Signed, Kakashi-sensei. Oh, I see. Naruto? As Sakura opened her eyes, see Naruto right there. Sorry, Sakura. I was here to see if you knew anything about Sasuke, Naruto said. What do you mean? Well, he wasn't in his room, but this note explained all. She looked over the note. Oh, okay, she said. Well, he's gonna need all the training he gets if he's gonna face off against a Gaara guy. Yeah, he is. You were with them before the preliminaries. Yeah, we traveled to the forest together, said Naruto. I saw him kill a team of rain ninja for their scroll. They didn't stand a chance against him. I was worried about you when you draw him as your opponent. No offense or anything. It's okay, I know my limit, she said. Do you know your strengths though? Sasuke told me that you're very smart, and that you're able to adapt and think on your feet very easily. He also told me you had great chakra control. I noticed that you put that to use in your match. Anyway, he said, I just want to see if you knew anything about Sasuke. Okay, she said, as he started to leave. Wait, thank you. For what, he said. For being worried about me, she said. Well, who wouldn't, said Naruto. Well, take it easy. As he left. Both him and Sasuke are such great people. I have to get stronger, to become just like them. As Naruto made his way over to Hinata's room, as he saw Kurenai there as well. Hinata-chan. Kurenai-sensei, he said. How are you feeling, Hinata? Naruto asked. He walked over to the side of her bed. Much better, Naruto-kun. I may be able to leave a bit sooner, she said. That's great. Naruto, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about her training, said Kurenai. Yeah, said Naruto. Naruto, I'm going to put my effort to train Shino for the month. I have arranged for you to train with someone else. Who would that be? Naruto asked. You'll see soon. I asked him to meet me here. I figured I'd do drop by. I see. What about Hinata? What is she gonna do for the month? That's up to her. She needs to rest, first and foremost. If it's okay, Sensei, I wish to train with Naruto. I can help him. How to face off against a Jayugan user. That will be helpful in my match against Neji. He was last year rookie, and I doubt he spent the year just slacking off. You're right, of course, but it's not him I'm concerned with, said Kurenai. Gaara, said Naruto. Correct. If you hadn't stepped in, you'd have killed that girl. And he was showing no remorse at all, Kurenai said. He get riled up at the strong, but at the same time, he doesn't seem to want to fight unnecessary battles. I learned a bit about him from traveling with his team for the second part of the exam. I see, that said, if you have to face him second match, I want you to be fully prepared. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door. Come in. Hey brat, said Zabuza as he walked in the room. It's been a while since I saw you, he said. Zabuza? You're going to have me train with Zabuza, Naruto asked. Yes, is there a problem, Kurenai asked. No, of course not. I love to duel with him again, but I need to work on my speed. My match lead told me that. Don't worry kid, you get a share of speed training. I wish I could have been there, but who can get a mission for me? I see, I was wondering why you weren't there, said Naruto. Well, I heard about you from Haku. You did your well to get this far kid, but you're going to be training harder than ever with me kid. Well, I'll be looking forward towards it, said Naruto. If you guys don't mind, I'd like a moment with Hinata. As Kurenai nodded as she dragged the curious Zabuza out of the room. Maybe I should use this month to get to my girlfriend, said Naruto as Hinata chuckled. So, you'll be out sooner, he said. Yes, but I have to take it easy. I'll just be watching for next week or two. Well, at least you won't have to be stuck in the hospital, said Naruto. Lee! They were interrupted as they heard someone scream outside. You need to take it easy, your body. Need some time to recover. As they looked through the window to see Guy chasing Lee. I guess I didn't beat him that badly, said Naruto. As he chuckled to himself. It's things like this that made me smile. As Guy caught Lee and grabbed him. The random things in this village. Hey, I set up something to entertain you. Remember the old days, said Naruto. Huh? She said. 3, 2, 1. There was an explosion. As Lee and Guy was covered in pink paint. As Hinata broke out laughing. It's a bit of an entertainment. I hope to see you out of the hospital soon, he said as he leaned forward and kissed her on the cheek. As she nodded, the blush in her face. See ya, he said. Well, kid, said Zabuza. You look rather pleased with yourself. Ready for your training? Well then, let's get this party started, said Naruto. As the both of them left. For the next week, as Naruto trained with Zabuza as he went to go check up on Hinata and Sakura. As Hinata was out at the end of the week. As she had to, take it easy, so she just watched. As she was surprised they were using their actual weapons instead of practicing weapons. And they were going at it hard. After another long gruesome workout, they decided to go to the hot springs. As Hinata went to the woman's side. As Naruto and Zabuza went to the man's side. As the both of them removed their masks. This ain't bad, kid, Zabuza said. Well, after a tough week of training, nothing like relaxing, said Naruto. My arms feel like they're about to fall off. I haven't trained this hard since. Before I make it back to Konoha. Giggling could be heard after a while. What the hell is that? It started to get on my nerves, said Zabuza. As the giggling could be heard, even louder. I'll take a look, said Naruto. As he got his things and made his way out there. As Naruto saw a white-haired man peeping on where the girls were. He's peeping on the girls. Hinata! Kill him, said the Kyuubi. Oh, I have something better in mind. He seemed like a pervert. I guess it's time I use that technique. Transform. As Naruto made his way over to the woman's side of the hot springs. Trying his best to maintain himself. As he stayed far away from Hinata so she wouldn't see whisker marks. As he went straight over the hole and shouted, Pervert! As all the girls looked over. The man started screaming as all of them made their way out there and started pummeling him into the ground. As Naruto noticed that Hinata did not leave. As he tried to make his way out, sadly. Excuse me, but do I know you, Hinata asked. As she had a towel cover her. Hinata didn't notice the whisker marks. Naruto-kun, she whispered. Don't tell, I only come over here to get rid of the pervert, he said. As he looked at her. Please, he said, don't say anything. I won't, she said, but since you saw me like this. As she went up and whispered into his ear. You have to show me what you look like. Later, she said. As Naruto only nodded. As he made his way out. What took you? Enjoying the sights, asked Zabuza. I got caught, Naruto said. Oh yeah, as he walked over and kicked the man. Kyuubi said I owe you that. As the man then woke up. Where am I? What happened? You had this shit kicked out with you by a bunch of angry women, said Naruto. Oh wait, I know you. As he looked at Naruto whisker marks. You're the Kyuubi brat. And you're one of Kira's 7. Well, this guy's knowledgeable. Who is he? Said Zabuza. Pervert, older man. Knows everything about nothing. Must be Jiraiya, the Tosanin. He taught you well, didn't he? Said Jiraiya. Does he mean me? Asked Zabuza. No, my former sensei. Which you should know not to talk about, said Naruto. Oh, right. I'm still dizzy from the assault, he said. You know what, said Naruto, it would be a good idea if you help me train. For the upcoming finals, after all, you're still one of the legendary Sanins. And why should I do that? Waste my time helping a brat train. Well, because I can do this, said Naruto. Transform. As Jiraiya, nose started to bleed. That was you? Okay, fine. I'll help you train. But you have to do that once in a while, okay? Naruto's eyes became red. Don't push your luck, or I'll kick your ass. As his eyes turned back normal. I would be calm with the perversion, said Naruto. Not too many people know this, but the Kyuubi is a girl. As she hates perverts. Never would have guessed that. What is she? 1,000-year-old or something? She must be an old hag. Jiraiya was thrown back into the wall by a fist. A red chakra fist as he smashed into it. I'm not a day over 910. Naruto said in a rather feminine voice. And in human standards, I'm drop dead gorgeous. As Zabuza said nothing the entire time. Time skip. Later that night, Hinata had a camera. Time to pay up, she said. As Naruto's face was red. As he was left in nothing but his boxers. As she started to take picture of him. Is this real necessary, said Naruto. As she just kept on taking picture. The next day, Hinata was smiling as he met up with Jiraiya and Zabuza. Hey Zabuza sensei, error signing, said Naruto. As Jiraiya grumbled that nickname. What's up with her, said Zabuza. As Naruto said nothing. I got even with him, Hinata said, smiling brightly. Don't ask. Sure, kid. Anyway, Jiraiya here said he has something to show you. Alright, maybe we can train for a little while afterwards. Oh god. Where did you get that book from, Naruto asked, as he looked at the book in Zabuza's hand. Well, I am the author of that book, said Jiraiya, with a proud smile. But that was the wrong thing to do, as Naruto's eyes switched to red. Oh, so you're the author of that bull. As the Kyuubi Naruto did a hinge to take the Kyuubi form, with her 9 tails behind her. Jiraiya blinked as a gorgeous red head with 9 tails and 2 fox ears were standing right in front of him. Material started to spring into his mind about the fox features. Oh god, he said as he started to write down quickly. This is a little bit of heaven, said the Kyuubi, and this is hell, as she kicked him right in the nuts. Jiraiya dropped to the ground in pain. She then walked over to Zabuza, who was too busy reading the book as she brought it down. Huh? What? Zabuza froze. I really don't like these books. This is your first and only warning. I catch you reading these books around me, and I will do to you what I did to him. As Zabuza looked over to Jiraiya, he could only nod as he put the book away. As Naruto returned back to normal, as he went over to check on Jiraiya. Sorry about that error singing, but ever since my last sensei got hooked on Ichi and Kyuubi found out what he was about, she's been wanting to kill the author. As Hinata was speechless. I see, another loving female fan. She was hot though. Good thing she liked compliments. And it tired her out to possess me like that. Something about finding the seal that placed her in my body. I see, I know about the seal. It calls forth his life to place it on you. Yeah, she's upset to this day about it. She didn't mean to attack Konoha. Really? Yeah, she told me she acted against her will. That is all she was able to tell me though. All she's willing to tell me. She said the least she could do for what she did was to aid me in protecting Konoha. The Hokage told me about this to that end. He asked me to work with you in your training. Really? If that's the case, then what were you doing over the hot springs? Research. My books don't write themselves. Kyuubi, please don't, said Naruto. Fine kid, she said. Anyway, said Naruto, what kind of training you have in mind? Well, I heard that your chakra control is decent, so I thought I would bestow this upon you. As he gave Naruto a scroll. What is this? Naruto asked. It's a toad summoning contract by signing this in blood. You'll be able to summon toads that would aid you in battle. Really? Said Naruto. Just sign your name, I'll explain the rest, said Jiraiya. Naruto bit his thumb and signed his name. Done, said Naruto. I'll show you the seals that are necessary. Depending on the size of toad, you need that amount of chakra. As he went through hand signs. Got that? Yeah, said Naruto. Now, let me try. As he went through hand signs. Summoning Jutsu! There was a massive poof. What appeared in front of the group shocked everyone. It was a large toad, carrying a knife at his side, smoking a pipe. Jiraiya, why did you summon me? I'm sorry, Bunta, but it wasn't me that summoned you. It was him, said Jiraiya as he pointed at Naruto. Hey there, said Naruto. Huh, you? Don't make me laugh, Bunta said. It's true. Here, see? Here's the name on the contract, said Jiraiya. Sorry, this is my first time using it. Next time I'll summon you for something important, said Naruto. You damn better well hope that you summon me for something important. I hate coming out for show-offs. As he looked towards Jiraiya. It was just that one time, said Jiraiya. It was twice on the same day, said Gambunta. But it was only that one day, said Jiraiya. Kid, if you summon me to get a woman, to impress her, I'll stomp you to the ground, said Gambunta. As he poofed away. Jeez, kid, don't use so much chakra at once. That guy has a bit of temper when it comes to these things. I just wonder what you meant by largest. This time I'll use a smaller amount, said Naruto as he went through one sign. Summoning Jutsu! As a smaller toad appeared. Yo. Hey wait. Didn't you just summon my dad? Your dad? As Naruto looked towards Jiraiya, who nodded. Yeah. So what's your name? The name is Gamakichi. Nice to meet you, said Naruto. So what are your specialties? I don't know. I don't really fight. Well, could you scout ahead to collect information or to ask? I guess I could if the place normally has toads, said Gamakichi. Ah, okay. I'll keep that in mind, don't worry. I wouldn't put you in danger or anything, said Naruto. You best not, Dad can really get angry sometimes. There was this time that this guy, summoned him, to get woman, twice. Ah, I see. Then I'll be sure not to do anything to make your dad angry with me. See you around. As Gamakichi moved away. You know, you really are an Aerosenian, said Naruto as he looked towards Jiraiya. It was just this one time. It was for research. As she also liked toads. I didn't know why he got so mad. She liked him more than she liked me. I don't doubt it, said Naruto. So, do you have any other training in mind? Not for the time being, said Jiraiya. That's good, because I really need to work on my speed, said Naruto. And how to fight against Byakugan. Stay away. That's how you fight a Byakugan user. You get too close, you're done, said Jiraiya. Even if you have this, said Naruto as he activated Sharingan. You can dodge that. It's incomplete though. You should stick the distance until you get the fully evolved Sharingan. That's the best advice I can give, said Jiraiya. He's right, Naruto-kun. Only another Byakugan user can have a chance against Neji in close range, said Hinata. Hey, Eroseni, said Naruto. Since you don't have anything else to do, why don't you train Hinata when she starts ready to train again? And why should I do that, asked Jiraiya. Well, if you do, I'll give you a little research, kid, said Ikayube. Come on, it's for Hinata, as he heard an angry growl in his head. Well, from what you showed me before, Jiraiya said, there's not really much you can offer me anymore. Oh really, said Naruto, as he summoned 4 clones, and all of them transform, along with him. So, can you help train Hinata for us? They asked in a sweet, seducing voice. It would make us really, really happy. Deal, kid, Jiraiya shouted. As Naruto shook his head, the things I do for Hinata, he said. As the group worked hard, training for the month, as Naruto's speed increased greatly over the time. Halfway through, he started to use weight ceilings with Zabuza. As Zabuza followed as well, both of them gained from the experience. As he enjoyed his thrill of not being able to hold back. Yes, if he needed a greater challenge, Zabuza would simply increase the weight on his seal. As Hinata worked hard after she recovered to improve herself, as Jiraiya was impressed by her dedication. As he taught her several water jutsus, so she no longer have to rely on Jahyukin strikes alone. After he tested her and find out that her affinity was water. After the weeks, they decided to celebrate at the last day. One night it was ramen and the other night it was a dango shack. As they met up with Uncle, as Uncle wanted to see Naruto train to see if he was as strong as Sasuke. She saw that while he was strong, but he was nowhere near as nimble as Sasuke was. As she decided to help him with his agility, it was her way of getting even with Sasuke if the both of them were supposed to be fighting in the finals. Even Hiruzen put some time into the training and moved his body around, knowing that he might fight Orochimaru. As it was the 3rd week, as Naruto and Hinata decided to visit Sakura, they heard screamings coming from one of the rooms. As Naruto told Hinata to get the medics, as he made his way to see Zaku and Kin, he was surprised. He didn't think that Shikamaru did her so badly, so why was she in here? As Zaku's arms, well, what was left of the manga arms, were bandaged up. As Naruto wondered if she injured herself in training, because Shikamaru did not hurt her that badly. As the both of them seemed to be struggling in their sleep, squirming about, he activated his Sharingan and looked at the both of them. I can't see much. Their chakra flow seemed to be a bit unstable though. Wait, Itachi told me something about this. He said that it's common to see unstable chakra flows in poison victims. They were poisoned. As 2 medics then came in, what is this? This was supposed to be an empty room. What are these 2 doing here? What do you mean, said Naruto? They look like they've been poisoned from what I can see with my Sharingan. As the 2 medics looked over them. Seems like someone gave them a heavy dose of sleeping medication. Seems like someone really didn't want these 2 to wake up. We can purge them of the drug, the medic said. Go and grab several tubs of water. As Naruto did as he asked, as he purged the 2 of the drugs. They should be awake in time now, as Kin was the first to wake up. What happened? Wait, Kabuto. He told us to. Wait, who are you? I am Naruto. Konoha ninja, he said. What are you saying about Kabuto, he asked. He gave us his drug. Told us that we outlive our usefulness as nature, and we were to be used as sacrifice. He did not elaborate on what though. Why would Kabuto do something to you too? He's a Konoha ninja just like us and Naruto. He shouldn't be doing anything to a sound ninja. Maybe the Hokage ordered Kabuto too, said Hinata. No, there would be no reason to kill them, said Naruto. After all, the sound is a new village. Thosu is dead. Kabuto told us he was killed by Gaara. He's a spy for Lord Orochimaru. Wait, what? Show to one of the medics. We must report this Hokage-sama immediately. Kabuto's work for Orochimaru? That can't be, said Naruto. That must be how he knew so much about everyone, said Hinata. Where am I? Zaku said. As they filled him in on what happened. This can't be. Why would Orochimaru-sama try to kill us? He told me I was special, Zaku said. As he seemed like he wanted to cry. Orochimaru has a bad reputation. I heard that he used to use innocence for experiments. What makes you think a person that would ever show compassion for anyone? Zaku and Kin were speechless. Why do you call him Lord Orochimaru? Asked Hinata. He founded the hidden sound and plays a role similar to Hokage. Some of us call him the Sound Kage. Well, it seems like you were nothing but victims for your Sound Kage testing, said Naruto. Moments later, as Hiruzen arrived, as he spoke to the 2 about what they know. Knowing that Orochimaru tried to kill them, and probably he would do it again, especially that he knew that they failed, they told him. Alright, I have a proposition for you too, said Hiruzen. Break all ties with the hidden sound, and I will allow you to become ninja of Konoha, and you must pledge your loyalties to Konoha. See no other way, as they couldn't go back there. Orochimaru would kill them. They agreed. As Hiruzen took them away, Oh, Naruto, Hinata. Good work, you two. I look forward to your match in the finals. And with that, he took the other two away. As there was much to discuss, they made their way towards Sakura's room. She was able to walk around a bit, with crutches. Naruto, Hinata, it's nice to see you too. How's your training been going, she asked. Well, Zabuza-sensei is no pushover. He's been breaking my back. Well, I've been getting results. My speed has gone up over the course of our training, said Naruto. Jiraiya-sama has been very helpful. He's taught me many water jutsus. Is thought to not focus on one thing has been very smart. I'm glad to hear that you two are doing so well. Naruto, has there been any word on Sasuke? No, not yet. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't show up until the day after finals. And knowing Kakashi-sensei, he'll probably be late. Use some excuse like he always does. I hope their training has been going well. I hate being stuck here. I want to be out training with you guys, getting stronger. I can't get out of here fast enough if it weren't for you guys and Ino and Kiba stopping by. It would be rather unbearable. Well, what doesn't kill you will only make you stronger, said Naruto. Yeah, I know. You said that to me 20 times already, said Sakura. Hey, we got you something, said Hinata. Naruto-kan. As Naruto pulled out a scroll as he unsealed a music box. It was Hinata's idea. She thought that you might like it, said Naruto. Thank you, she said, as she gave the both of them a hug. As she played, as a beautiful melody. As a bird then flew in. She wondered if the bird liked the melody, but it had a scroll attached to it. It's from Sasuke-kan, she said, as she opened it. He said that his training is going well. He's improved a lot. He's even learned a new jutsu. He said he wished everyone well. Oh, this part is just for me, she said, reading a part. As she giggled to herself. Oh, and he said there's something sealed in here for me. As she unsealed the item, a smaller scroll and a gemstone came out. It's beautiful. He said he found this during his training and he thought of me. I can't wait to see him again, she said. As both Naruto and Hinata smiled, glad to see their new friend so happy. As Naruto was happy to hear that Sasuke was doing well. As he missed his adopted brother, and he was eager to see how strong he has gotten. As, 2 days before the finals, they all took a trip to the hot springs. As Jiraiya tried not to peep. After all, he didn't want to let out the wrath of the Kyuubi. As Sakura was released from the hospital, as she and Hinata spent time talking. The day of the final finally arrived, after a grand meal from Mikoto, as she wished him luck. As Naruto made his way to the Hyuga compound. Hey Hinata, he said as he made his way. As he saw Hinata talking to her sister, and her father was there as well. He never did formally introduce himself to the head of the Hyuga family. As he made his way, you should be paying more attention to Neji. He may be a branch member, but he's more of a Hyuga than you will ever be. I don't understand why you spend so much time with this Naruto Hayashi. At least Hanabi, know who to pay attention to. My ears are burning. Is someone talking about me, said Naruto, as Hayashi glared at him. So, you're Uzumaki. I hear your first match against Neji. Do yourself a favor and forfeit now. You can never hope to defeat someone with the Hyuga strength behind them. No offense, but I'm not really gonna give up, said Naruto. You tell him, kid. After all, I am going out there to win, said Naruto. Fine, I will enjoy watching Neji pound you into the dust. Yes, my cousin will crush you, said Hanabi. I'm glad you don't take after him, Hinata, said Naruto. She's no daughter of mine, she's too weak to be a true Hyuga, Hayashi said as he made his way off. As someone then came up, so he treated you like a branch host member. How unfortunate. I used to think that you live a life of a spoiled brat, but it seems that passed on to your sister. So you heard that, Neji, said Naruto. Yes, while I'm honored to hear his praise, I still hold little respect for the man, said Neji. At least there's one mean member who can understand our plight. Yes, Neji-kun, said Hinata. So, you're ready to lose, said Naruto. Neji simply chuckled, slightly. I believe you have it the other way around, he said. As they made their way to the arena as they left Hinata to join the other contestants. There were two missing. Hey, where's that Thosu guy, said Kiba. I'm afraid you won't be seeing him, said Naruto. What do you mean? He's dead, said Gaara. Dead? What happened, said Kiba. Gaara killed the fool and he tried to attack him, said Kankuro. The group of Genins gathered in the center of the arena as he showed them an updated bracket reflecting Thosu's death. The only change was that Kiba will fight the winner of the match that occur between Shikamaru and Temari. As the Hokage stood from his seat as he prepared to talk to the crowd. Welcome to the finals of Chunin selection exams. Thank you for all making the effort to see this event, where the best Genin of our allied village has been selected to compete with one another to become Chunins. The Genins we have today represent the best of the Sand and Konoha. There was a loud cheer from the audience. Alright, as Sir Toby looked over towards Genma. My name is Genma. I will be serving as the proctor of the finals. The rules of the finals are the same As the preliminaries, you'll fight one-on-one until one is killed or give up, or I can see fit to end the match when I see so. Alright, the first match is Neji Yuga versus Naruto Uzumaki. The rest of you wait in the contestant box. As the rest of them walked off. Sasuke isn't here yet. I wonder where he is, said Naruto. He better makes it for his match. Alright, match number 1 of the select finals. Naruto Uzumaki versus Neji Yuga. Begin! As Naruto draws his blade. Don't worry, I won't slice you up, said Naruto. This is just gonna be part of the scenery. As he stabs his blade to the ground and leans against it. So, shall we get this party started? Gladly, said Neji. As Naruto speeds through handstand, took a deep breath. As he fired out a massive fireball. As Neji jumped away and avoided it. As Naruto made 4 clones as they all attacked Neji. As Neji swept through all of them quickly. Ninja art, flying sword. As Naruto's sword emerged on the ground and went to attack Neji. Neji blocked it with a kunai. As Naruto shot behind Neji and appeared. Neji flipped over the blade and struck Naruto right in the shoulder, knocking him back as he landed. I'm sorry, but you're in my field, Naruto. This match is already over, he said. As Naruto got up, but Neji shot forward. 2 bombs, 4 bombs, 8 bombs, 16 bombs, 32 bombs, 64 bombs. As Naruto dropped back, as he felt disoriented. You see, Hanabi, even though he belongs to the branch member, he has discovered the powerful techniques of our clan on his own. As he thought Neji was about to claim victory, as Hanabi nodded, knowing that Neji was going to win. This fight is already over. I thought you were stronger, it was a shame. Tell me, said Naruto, not looking at Neji, was that your strongest technique? Perhaps. No. Forfeit. You think because you seal away my chakra can stop me, said Naruto. As he smirked. Alright kid, don't get hit with that again. This time, put him down. As red chakra exploded around Naruto. As his Sharingan changed once again, with a small slit in the center of it. What is this, said Neji. Where did you get that chakra? That's not important, said Naruto. As he slammed his hand together. After going through handstand, Neji was surrounded by several ice mirrors. What is this, Neji said. Where is he? As he noticed all the mirrors had a copy of Naruto in them. Are they clones? As Naruto pulled out shurikens, the show is over, he says. He thrust them forward. All of the copies did. Rotation, said Neji. Amazing, Aichi said. He even knew that Hyuga absolute defense. As Hanabi nodded. No one can defeat Neji's defense, said Tenten. Naruto-kun, he never thought. You know, said Naruto, I would advise you to give up now, or risk serious injury. Bluffing. I'm sorry, that won't work. There's nothing you can do to stop me right now. Have it your way then, said Naruto as he threw more shurikens. Rotation, said Neji. Wind release. Tornado, said Naruto. As a tornado started spinning the ice mirrors. As Neji started to slow down. Impossible, Neji said, as he was struck all over by shurikens. As he dropped to his knees. Blood pouring all over his body. How? As 2 Naruto dropped. As Naruto clone poofed away. Well, you spin in the same direction every time. I realized this after attacking you so many times. So, that is why, said Neji. I figured if I could get you to stop, I could attack. Sorry, I had to use a lot. I couldn't wait till you slow down completely hit your critical points. After all, I didn't want you to realize what I'm doing, and counter. From the start, you did your best to stay away from me. You let me hit you on purpose, knowing that you could recover. Just to test me, said Neji. Had to see what you were capable of, said Naruto, as he scratched the back of his head. I'm impressed. Well, I wish you luck in the rest of the tournament, Neji said, as he collapsed over. Match 1. Naruto Uzumaki, winner! But guys, be innocent right here. If you want the next part of this, or to do, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on the notifications they posted. But I'm out for now. See you guys soon. Peace.